Did you hit the button?
I don't know.
All right, guys. I've been buying a lot of collections lately, and as you can see, this pile here, these are actually unprocessed record collections. I've hired multiple people to kind of help get some of this stuff processed and out the door, but the amount of collections we've been buying is crazy. I'd love to be doing like normal full-length videos on these, but I figured, you know what? Let's just shoot some live videos and go through these. So this is I'm going to show you how I kind of approach collections. So when I originally opened up this record store, I never thought to myself, I'd love to have this great record store and make money. This was a hobby for me. I wanted to get more records for myself. So I've got a significant amount of records for myself, but every now and then I buy collections, and kind of what I'll do is I'll go through a collection and I'll pull stuff to the side that I want for myself, and I'll go home, I'll check it out against the copies that I have at the house, and I bring back what I don't want. Sometimes I don't bring it back. Sometimes I can't let either copy go. So maybe it's a variation I gotta have, or there's some OCD issue that's preventing me from doing it. But I'm gonna crack open some boxes. Let me grab another box. We have a super mess here at the store. I'm gonna crack open a couple of boxes here, and I'm gonna just kind of show you what was in this collection. This was a great collection. This is a guy out of California. Let's save this box. This was a guy out of California. He had passed away. A buddy of his was kind of tasked with getting this collection sold. We put a deal together. This is the ultimate hodgepodge of stuff. But let's take a look. So, come on over here. A lot of this was, really minty sealed stuff. It's blues, it's jazz, but I'll kind of whirl through some of this. So what I'm going to do initially is I'm going to, like this, I want to take this home and I want to compare this against my copy. Look how perfect this is. Beautiful blues way. Now I actually probably have sealed copies of this. I bought Ed Michelle's record collection, who is actually the producer on this record. But I'm going to throw that in the bin. We're gonna take that home. I'm not nuts about live records. I don't know. I probably got to take that home too. I don't actually collect comps of any kind, so that's a John Mayall. More anthology. I've got a gazillion copies of this. Look how clean this little Richard is. Now I probably have multiple copies of this, but I don't have a bunch of near mint copies. So I'll take that home in the shrink. Don't need any Madonna. More John Mayall anthologies. This is super nice. Probably the greatest Christmas record of all time. Definitely in the top 5. Beautiful UK copy. That'll go on the home pile. What do we got here? You can see this, really all over the place. Nice Love and Rockets. A lot of import stuff. Beautiful Jackie Lomax. UK copy. We will take this home. This isn't the best box I started with, but what do we got here? He had a lot of these backtrack Who records. The Who, Jimi Hendrix. A lot of these are actually a pretty good value. You're getting nice early track copies of the track artist stuff for not a lot of money. That's a quick one. I don't really need those. German, The Who. Direct hits, nice UK. something like this, more than likely. I don't have a copy this clean. Look at this beautiful original Stevie Wonder. Nice thick Motown vinyl. Clean. Same thing with my Sharia Moore. Take that home. God, I don't know if I need a nice minty run of John Hammond. Probably not. Got that, but nice, really clean Blondie parallel lines. Some singles. I have these records, but I don't know if I have mint copies in shrink. All right, this is not the best box, but there's about 50 of these boxes in this collection. That's actually a good comp. The Who Sell Out, another backtrack, number 9. Okay. So we will stuff all these back in the box. And these will get processed and put out.
Are they going to go on mine at all?
Some of this stuff might. Some of this, some of the premium pieces. I really want to work out the pre-owned section in the store. I stopped with the move. But as you can see, I mean, I have, and this isn't just like piles of junk and $2 and $3 records. Like the George Benson collection, still pretty, almost sitting over there, maybe 95% intact. I haven't touched it. That big $90,000 box set collection is sitting over there, mostly intact. And I just, as you can see, we're just keep putting record collections in the pile. And the latest collection is here on the outskirts of the pile. Check this out. This is something that I actually do not have. Beautiful original Let It Be UK pressing. A lot of people don't realize, but the way this record originally came out was in this box set. Let It Be came out as a box set with the book and the album. And this is just the most stellar copy.
How much for the washer and dryer?
Yeah, the washer dryer comes from the... That's going on offer up. That's comes from the old store. We actually moved out completely yesterday. But there's the original book. There's the original copy. We're going to set it right here temporarily on top of this brand new toilet seat. I'm taking that home. He had a really nice run of original UK, not original, but early UK Beatles stuff. So not a lot of original stuff, but a lot of flip back cover, late 60s stuff. But in mint shape, you know. Perfect copies. So probably really great player copy stuff. The only thing that I want to say that was, you know, really early first pressings, and this is all Beatles stuff, in this box was the Let It Be. And there's this beautiful, actually this beautiful misaligned apple. First pressing of Abbey Road. Nice clean copy. Actually, nice original white album. Top load cover. You know, with the original black inners poster. Not an early copy. It's, you know, 553,000. But still a top loader. What do we got here? I'm going to take this home. You know, I probably got 10 beautiful UK clean copies of this. This is the late 60s, right after they switched from the black and yellow Parlophone to this two-tone Parlophone label.
What's with the washer and dryer? You guys laundering money?
No, we are cleaning towels. We're a business. We have to have things clean. Same thing. This is... What do we got here? All late 60s Beatles stuff. Still the black and yellow Parlophone. Get that out of the way. Some Beatles stuff that I don't need. Not a butcher, but real clean and shrink. Really nice copy of Ain't She Sweet. Don't need. And random stereo copy. What kind of questions are you getting, honey, besides are we laundering money?
It's funny how, not a question, but somebody said it's funny how you're showing all this good stuff and everyone's more excited about the stuff in the background.
The background is interesting.
Lots of stuff, for sure.
There's lots of, here's a weird box. You had a lot of nice Blue Note stuff. Weird collection. Look at this. Like,
Someone said, show the Donovan, don't skip it.
nobody cares about that. Yeah, we'll do the
Somebody
Donovan
does?
next. No, I'm talking about the Bach. Depeche Mode singles. Nice Archie Shepp on Fantasy. I'm not really familiar with this. I'll have to give it a listen. Archie Shepp, babe, that's your favorite. What is this? On Fantasy. Real clean Spencer Davis that I have. This is actually a fantastically clean copy of this Bo Diddley record. Original black label checker. And not even shrink, but this was like an early distributor bag. Sealed copy of Bo Diddley, Chuck Berry, two great guitars. Seal, but it's actually blown on the bottom. Let's see what we got here. Some Depeche Mode. I mean, yeah, really bizarre collection, right? Nice Monk. A good run of like super clean Blue Mitchell. Like I have this at the house, but I don't have a copy that's this clean in the shrink. So I mean, my non-perfect copies will come back. Some nice original UK Deep Purple. Flip back shades of Deep Purple. God, John Luke, I don't know if I really need this. On Saba. Cool cover. Need that. Run a Depeche Mode. Weird collection. We're gonna have Deep Purple, Blue Mitchell, and Depeche Mode.
Do you know how many records? Is it a big collection?
That was like 3,000 pieces. Another, a lot of UK stuff. Another UK Deep Purple. Shirley Scott. This is something that I probably have. Just as nice a copy at the Modern Jazz Quartet. Sealed Mongo.
Any Prague?
You know, not really. Not a lot of prog, a lot of jazz, a lot of UK import stuff, but not a lot of prog, no, oddly enough. Get some stuff out the way. What do we got? Oh, this is a cool box.
How long before the stuff hits the store?
See, the lucky thing is the stuff that I really should be getting to, like the George Benson stuff, the big $90,000 collection, they just keep getting more and more buried in the middle of the pile. So this is the stuff that's most likely to make its way because it's
Up front?
it's the closest thing to the front of the pile. So barring me putting another collection on top of this, it should be not too long. Beautiful Roger the Engineer. Nice, beautiful UK. And I mean, just mint. Look at this. 5 Live Yardbirds.
London Blueback?
No classical in this collection. I mean, there is classical in this collection. No good classical in this collection. Neil Young. First cover.
Joey says hi from Allen Park, Michigan.
Hi. Some Zombies have that.
Did Mike ever finish cataloging the Mega Hall 7-inch collection?
No. It's just been so time consuming getting it online. Actually, I had one of my guys put a box on Discogs today for the first time in almost 6 months to a year. Ian Anderson on Fontana. Ainsley Dunbar on Liberty. Yeah, so like classical. This was... he had some of it in here, but it was like, you know, sealed, but not really going to set the world on fire with that. Angel, like, you know, the bane of existence for the classical collectors. Nobody's collecting Angel records. UK free. Pink Island. Actually, there was a good chunk of Pink Island in this. James Brown in Shrink. Oh, yeah. Probably got 3 copies of that. Gotta take it home anyways. Black Caesar.
Did you see the whole collection before buying it, or was it all in boxes already?
So I saw a chunk of the collection. This is a collection, like I said, from out of town. I saw a chunk of this collection. We decided to, you know, I was going to go out to him originally. Couldn't make it out to him because of the move. It like coincided right with when we were moving. A UK track version of The Crazy World of Arthur Brown.
Any 70s rock or 80s metal?
No 80s metal. Tons of 70s rock.
How do you buy collections? Do you price everything individually? Does the seller give you... Oh, it disappeared.
So this collection was... They told me what they wanted, and they started looking at boxes, and I told them, you know, that probably was in the range. It wasn't when all was said and done. The boxes that I looked at online were a little bit seated better than some of the other stuff that I saw. But we ended up making a deal.
Any MoFi?
No audiophile stuff in this collection at all. But it might as well. I mean, the amount of super clean stuff. Very seldomly will you see a record like this that's actually got wear. You know, VG copy of For Your Love. This is not impressive, but most of it is around like this range here. That's actually mightily impressive. God, I'm almost positive I have a copy of this that's just as good from that 1,000-piece Led Zeppelin collection I purchased some years back.
What kind of gloves are those?
These are Home Depot's Gorilla Grip. Mono having a rave up.
Have you ever purchased a collection and later regretted it?
Yes.
Multiple times. Hey, Joe, I think I effed up.
Yeah.
Paid way too much for this.
Yeah, that's happened. But I always have, I mean, that's would be a mint copy if not for that little tiny mark there. But I've got plenty of mint copies of little games. I've had this conversation with Angel many times to where it's like, oh man, I paid too much. But my answer to Angel always is, you know, we're not going to lose money on it. Might not make any money on it. We're going to have to work hard to sell it. But at least we'll have some cool stuff for the store. You know, even though we paid retail for it.
What percent of... I don't know how to make it not disappear.
This was pretty high. This was probably like 65% of median value on this particular collection. I mean, if it's good stuff, it could be. I mean, I bought many records, really like high-end jazz, Blue Note stuff, Riverside stuff. I bought lots of high-end stuff for myself at, you know, full-blown retail. I don't mind doing that at all. But you know, some more Pink Island stuff. If it's stuff I want that I know I'm not going to sell and I got to have it, I'll really pay up for it. But It's typically, if it's good stuff, it's going to be 50% or more. This turned out to be a little higher than I wanted to.
Have you ever bought a collection where the most of it went to your collection?
Oh, yeah. Many times. Actually, that might be the way this is turning in, because I'm on live on camera kind of sorting out. Like, this is all going to the house. I would say half of it's going to make its way back. Nice Funkadelic. I probably have beautiful copy and shrink of this free. This is a record that is getting extremely hard to find in good shape.
Any blues in the collection?
Yeah. I think we started off the video with a couple of blues records. Some John Fahey. You doing okay over there, man?
No, I gotta sneeze really bad.
Johnny Allman. All right, so let's stuff this. So this whole box is stuff that I could just...
Phoenix?
It's in the 70s.
I think it was hotter today.
Yeah,
but
I
not
noticed
like...
the AC kicked on for the first time.
Any jazz imports for 50s?
Any what?
Jazz imports from 50s.
From the 50s? No. Let's see, what do we want to look at? Rare Hendrix and jazz.
Chris says you must have the biggest metal collection ever.
Metal, no. Well, let's go to this. Although there is some 2 records in that Prince box that are coming home for sure. Let's get this over here. I do got a decent amount of metal's not really my thing.
Yes, the stuff is dusty.
You getting a little dusted?
I think Jay said, can you save the Funkadelic one for him?
It's going to be in the box here, Jay. I still got to email you on those blue notes.
But he did get the email. I asked.
Ooh, look at that. Isley's getting to something. God, super minty. Probably have these. This is like a conundrum for me. I got to keep these. Beautiful UK Regal Zonophones. I got to give these a listen. These first two Joe Cocker albums are just absolutely fantastic.
Someone said, what Fleetwood Mac is that?
Which one?
I don't know, honey. That just asked. I'm not paying attention to what it is. I'm trying to focus on. A person says hi.
A person. Self-titled. 1 of 4. Looks like it's from a radio station. KFJC. Clean, except for the cover. So we'll keep these. Got nice Elmore James on Blue Horizon. Babe, stop tripping. This is nice, but not really my thing.
What does your wife say about you buying all these records? Do you ever get to the point where you don't buy at all anymore?
No.
Okay.
I try to not tell her. Sometimes it's difficult. Look at this. Blues Mississippi John Hurt. Beautiful in the shrink. What do we got? Oh, look at this Love. God almighty, this is such a hard album to get in this shape. Just a unplayed mint monocopy.
Is there a genre the store is lacking that you want to increase? Punk, classical, prog? ?
Yeah, rare jazz. I want to increase that at my house. Savoy Brown, UK. Nice Decca, Savoy Brown. Skip James. Devil Got My Woman. I mean, God, look how good that is. Look how clean that is. Some Cocker on Fly. I might need that. I got this, family. Got plenty of that at the house.
What
UK
jazz are you
copies.
looking for your personal collection?
I mean,
There was no box sets in this, was there?
just some classical box sets.
So what jazz are you looking for?
Some sealed Elmore James. I mean, God, you know, as a collector, I'm trying to make a run at kind of Riverside, Prestige, Blue Note. Savoy is a label I'm a big fan of. But you know, that'll never get completed. You always find something that you need to upgrade, or there's always some elusive title.
Do they smell like they've been in an attic for a long time?
They got a little dust to them.
Not a little.
I mean, they you know, I mean, these records weren't pulled out very often. Look at that. I mean, that was these are some time warp records. I mean, look at this. Albert King,
Do you ever
years
get burnt
gone
out
by.
from pricing collection, and if so, how do you deal with it?
I don't get burnt out. I only
You
get
don't-
burnt out if it's a bunch of junk I don't want
You
to
don't do it anymore.
Well, like
really. So
some sealed Edgar Winter, Delaney and Bonnie. The World of Cat Stevens. God, that's beautiful. Sam and Dave. Got many. Then play on.
do your kids ever sleep? Don't think so. I think they stay up all night with their boyfriends and girlfriends.
Some nice UK Fleetwood Mac. I know I've got
Will
this.
this live stream go up on your YouTube afterwards?
Yeah, it's permanent.
Krista, thank you for talking to me.
You're welcome. Arthur Conley. Okay, so what do we think? How many of these have I kept so far? That's that half? What do you think? Okay, so this. Ooh, yeah. Rare Floyd, Beatles, etc. This is a nice box. That's a plum right on top. Let's get some more crate action.
I need to make a trip to Barson, Missouri on vacation. And a UK Pink Floyd.
Yeah, in this box actually. Some beautiful UK Pink Floyd. Mint. All right. Beautiful. I mean, beautiful plum. Hasn't been out of this plastic in so long. The plastic came with it.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that nice? Are you excited for me?
Yeah.
Look at it. Oh, yeah. Put that in there. Although, you know, not something I never play because the Ludwig is so much better. The original inner is in there, but the plastic separated from it. This is early second pressing. Still has the strikeout matrix. Oh, yeah. Like, oh, God. Isn't that special? Come on. You're happy for me, aren't you, honey?
Sure, honey.
So where are we going to put all this? These crates that I'm bringing home? Do we even know?
On your side of the bed.
Oh, look at that.
Will the Phoenix Suns win the NBA Finals this year?
I hope so.
We do have records all over the house.
I've been to about 10 Suns games. Went to that Knicks game. Was the last game I went to. Holy cow, that was some game.
Who was your favorite band that came out in the last 5-ish years? Do you even have one?
I like a lot of like pop stuff that you guys would laugh at, but I like, you know. So this is a second, you know, the later, you know, a little later pressing. Not on the Blue Columbia label, but I mean, it is late 60s. It's still a flip back cover. But it is unbelievably
Should I put a mask on?
perfect. Mask? Where are you going to get a mask? I'm just kidding. It's also full of secrets. They actually just announced that they're doing the Bernie Grundman mono cut of this for pre-order. I got that up now at the on the website. Oh, this is a good box. Look at this. We started with beautiful mint, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd's, and then we're just going to go right into a nice run of Elvin Jones.
Someone says, I'm legally blind. I'm having trouble seeing some of these. Can you name them off as you go, please?
No problem. We got Elvin Jones Trio. Sealed Blue Note. Putting it together.
When you buy collections like this, do they sit in the back 3 years, or they can put out, like right away?
I got collections that I bought 10 years ago that are still sitting untouched. To where I've done this. This happens. Okay, so this is quite common. So I'll go through a collection like this. As you can see, I'm pulling stuff out that I want. Sometimes this stuff could sit at the house for years. And the stuff that I reject just will go into the pile.
Apparently, Carla Murray is overrated. New location has the same hours, yes, 11 to 7 Monday through
Elvin Jones
Saturday.
Polycurrents on Blue Note. Elvin Jones Coalition on Blue Note. In the Shrink. I mean, this is funny. This stuff these were $5 records back in the day. 10 years ago, these were not desirable records. Now, you know, these mint Van Gelder In the Shrink. Fantastic. The Ultimate Elvin Jones. This is sealed. Last Poets, don't need that. Sylvester on Blue Thumb.
Have you sold any those boxes that you got a couple months ago when you had your old store?
So yeah, I sold a chunk of them on the website. Actually, a lot of those went on the website, but I just kind of like started. Look at that, the Sweet Inspirations.
You should stop blowing that over here.
You're gonna die on camera. Aren't you?
Stop, Brad. You suck.
What do we got here? Swamp Dog. Sugarcane Harris on Epic. Still sealed. Some more import stuff. Mark Almond on Harvest.
How long have you been in business, and how long have you been doing this for? If you weren't in a record business, but what else if you... We'll see. What? I can't read, man. My eyes are so blurry right now.
Where were your contacts, honey? I got it. Don't worry. Any transients since the move? The other one went away. The problem is they go away too quick. One transient since the move. This move has been absolutely fantastic. Johnny Walker, Ramblin' Woman, Bluesway, In the Shrink, produced by Ed Michelle. Probably have a main copy of that at the house already. Quincy Jones on Impulse. This is nice. This Whalers. I got a couple of these in that collection I put on YouTube recently. This is clean. We're gonna have to...
Do you need to buy a bigger house to accommodate the vinyl you're taking home, or can Angel just get her own place and you can visit her on occasion?
Oh, look at this beautiful Roadrunner Junior Walker. Cause seems like a box I'm mostly taking home, huh?
Has anyone bought the old store yet?
No. Actually, a buddy of mine's gonna move in there. Ooh, this is a pricey one. Nice Westbrook's love songs. More Pink Floyd flip back. Very nice. Oh yeah, I mean that's just beautiful. How many people are watching, honey?
407.
Really? That's a ridiculous amount of people.
I know.
Must be nothing on TV tonight. Oh, there's never anything on TV. I'd rather be doing this anyways. I'd much rather be going through records.
Does it include that customers dig unpriced records in the back or not?
No, because a lot of these are like mine, to where I haven't pulled out, you know, and I don't want people to get their hands on something and I'm like, no, you can't have that. I got to take that home. Not that this is any better, because I'm essentially pulling out a bunch of stuff for myself.
Hi, Willy one.
What a hodgepodge, though. It almost looks like, and I don't know the backstory with this guy, but this is kind of like the equivalent of what a lot of record employees, this is kind of what a record employees collection would look like. Really musically quite all over the place. The Marquez. I probably got a beautiful copy of that. Some clean Beatles and not so clean Beatles. See how early this is.
Night, Chris.
What's that?
I said night, Chris.
Weird. Some clean Beatles, some not so clean Beatles. A couple of really nice originals in the shrink. God. Made for Man on Polydor. Sealed Commodores. Okay. This is a cool box. It's mostly prints, but
Ooh.
Beautiful copy.
I'm late to the stream. Where is the collection from?
This is just a collection I purchased from a guy. This is nice, huh? Beautiful island, Pink Island. Kind of like Vertigo. Doesn't matter the artist. Pink Islands are extremely collectible. Breathe. Breathe. Little run of Jethro Tull in here. Kind of replicates a flip back, but it's not. More Pink Island. Minties. Benefit. Aqualung.
What's the most you've ever spent on a collection?
6 figures.
The stuff you want, you put in the box, so it disappeared. Something right?
So essentially what I'm doing for you guys who are just being joined is this is stuff that I know 100% that I don't want. That's all the stuff that's going to the left. This is the stuff that I know I'm going to want and or I might want, just depending on what my copies look like at the house. Like I know I probably have this. A copy of this is coming back. A copy of this is coming back. I don't have a UK stand-up. I know I'm keeping that. These print singles, I probably have mint copies of every one of these. I will go home and I'll check and I'll just see, you know, do I got the hype sticker? I kind of like stuff like this, the original Tower price tag. I'm a fan of store price tags. I'm not a 12-inch single guy at all, unless it is bands that have unique 12-inch mixes. And Prince was one of them. Prince, Depeche Mode, New Order. I have 12 inches of those guys. You know, nice. You're not finding a lot of pre-1999 Prince originals anymore in the wild, but I've got many, many, many copies of that.
How does laying records flat warp them? Looks like they're packed that way.
This was essentially just packed for transport. So they're not going to sit in here long, otherwise they would continue to warp. Not continue, but they would warp. Controversy. Let's see. Got the poster. Got that. Don't need it. God, I remember when Prince passed away, there was a part of me, I had beautiful mint and shrink, every single record, and they were going for stupid money. Purple Rains were selling on eBay for $500. And I remember I told you, I'm like, I should just sell my copy of Mint Purple Rain for $500. This is insane. Purple Rain sold a gazillion copies. There's no way this is ever going to maintain even a tenth of this price. And what is that? Party Man. I didn't. Unfortunately, this is a bootleg. I would love to. I almost purchased a Black Album, an original non-boot Black Album. Didn't happen. But there was just a part of me, I didn't want to sell them, so I didn't. Would have gotten them all back by now. But I'm really not a fan of selling records that I want, regardless of the price. Because, once it starts, when's it going to stop? If you just start bleeding stuff out of your collection. I do it when it gets to the point where I don't, if it's something I have a dupe of, or not necessarily a dupe, I got a lot of dupes. If it's a dupe I don't need.
Do you get records of other languages than English, like country-specific Indian soundtracks?
I've been trying to buy, our international section at the store is growing, but to be honest, there hasn't been a huge market for it. Compared to Adele, for instance. So I haven't, but I'm trying my hardest to pick up, especially Spanish music. We have a huge market for Spanish music. This is sealed. I won't open it just to keep it in my collection. I probably got a copy already. So that'll go home. Tina Turner. It's still sealed. Now this is a loose distributor shrink because this is an import and it never came shrunk originally. So this is something that a distributor would have put on. Let's pretend we're married. It's nice and it's clean, but it's got a little bend, so I'm not going to take that. What's up?
Someone says, holy cow, you are a kid in a candy store.
Oh, yeah. Well,
so awesome to watch, drooling with everyone else here, man. No clue how Angel puts up with it. Guessing a new Mercedes? I wish.
She's got an Audi. What do you mean you wish? You have an Audi. Oh, you have the other German luxury car. Oh, no.
Well, it's not like I get like a new something every time you buy a big collection.
No, but that's because this is a business that we're running
I
over
know.
here.
Will any of these go on eBay/Discogs or be sold mainly in the store?
A lot of these will go in the store. I would never spend the time to get something like a U2 single listed on the website. But some of this stuff, like for instance, a lot of that box set collection. Look at that beautiful man and his woman. I'll take that. A lot of those box sets went home. Yeah, see, this is a prime example. Could have sold my copy of Purple Rain. Boom. Here's another copy with the hype, with the poster. This would have been a $500 bill. $19.99. Ah, love sexy. From Butch Wax and the hype sticker. I dig it. And the best two records are...
Graffiti Bridge, mint or not?
The album Graffiti Bridge? There was no Graffiti Bridge in here, was there? No. Parade. So there's only two records. There's three records I'm missing in my collection from Prince, and two of them are in here. This is an amazing controversy. This has the best drum loop on it. This is let's see how deep, let's see how wide those grooves are. I'm gonna have to take this home. I just want to hear the fidelity on this. This is one of those test tracks that I use for testing out gear. Controversy.
Aren't you worried about warping on those sealed records?
On the what?
Sealed records, warping. Are you worried?
This stuff's pretty flat. This whole collection is pretty flat.
How much for Madonna?
Madonna. I hopefully will not be the one to price this stuff. Purple Rain. If I was your girlfriend. Look at these beautiful. It's only Prince, but to get everything in the shrink. A little bit of growth on there, the ultrasonic will nap off. Boom, what do we got there? Sealed Batman. Shrink, no shrink. Psh, to the side. No, you ain't having that. Yeah,
Hey.
I have a spare copy. You can have it.
Oh, okay.
What do we got here? Amoeba. Oh, look at the wonderful Amoeba 80 yards of tape added on. Pretty cool. New power generation. What's going on here? I must have put the best of the best right on the bottom. Doris Troy. Oh, check it out. So, you know, I don't have a copy of this, and actually I don't have a copy of Come. And also I'm missing, I think, Rainbow Children, which is just a ridiculous amount of money for an album that's not the best. But this, and I don't have an original Black album, so I guess that's theoretically 4 records, but copy 1245 original gold album, which actually is coming out as a record store day title this year. So 25,000, but it's still an album that almost nobody has. If I don't have a copy of something like this, you can tell it's pretty rare. It's not coming around that often. Look at this promo, $15. Not in 2022. All right, we'll just go through a few more boxes. You guys want to see a couple more boxes?
No.
Ooh, somebody specifically requested this Donovan.
The person drove here for the collection. It didn't get shipped.
This was driven. I've traveled for collections. I've had people palletize collections, and I've had freight carriers pick them up and make deals on them. Oh, look at that, it's sealed. Gotta find another spot for this.
Is there any Leonard Skinner?
There is, yes.
The one that's pronounced.
Yeah, there is. But I don't think in any of these
Everyone
boxes.
says you should stop. They're bored.
They don't say that. Get out of here. Oh, look at that. Small faces. Beautiful Decca. Unboxed.
So what is the heaviest hitter or hitters in the collection, Mike? Any idea?
So that Let It Be box has got to be ridiculously, I mean, in that condition, to you, I think, very first, in that condition, which is like a mint unplayed record, that gold album, the Prince gold album is big. There's a ton of like $200, $300, $400 UK records. I mean, look at this. Where are you gonna find?
Do you have any Odyssey or Oracle by the Zombies?
So yes, but it was that later reissue. So there was a bunch of beautiful Zombies in here, but the Odyssey and Oracle was a late pressing.
Tuning in late. Whose collection was this? How did they acquire?
So the gentleman passed away. His good buddy was tasked with selling it. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. More Pink Islands, Mr. Fantasy. His buddy was tasked with selling it. And he talked to another guy who said, you got to go see Mike at the In-Groove. Now, I know I have a mint copy of this.
Mike, where to get your really useful boxes?
From Really Useful Boxes. That's the brand name of this.
Is it?
Yeah, it's called Really Useful Boxes.
Where do you get them from? Though?
From Really Useful Boxes website. I actually discovered these in Europe.
See, someone says you should stop. We're bored. See? See. Stop. They're bored.
Where? Well, why would they be watching? I think you got chills in the room, rooting for you. Come on,
Mike, can you autograph?
I just showed three. I just showed 3 beautiful pink islands in a row.
Is there any Journey?
Oh my God! What? 3 in a row? Wait. 4 pink islands in a row. How could you be bored? This is not possible. Just throw all those in my pile. Don't need that. I mean, it's Sunshine Superman. If I'm going to take a Donovan record,
So
it ought
Brian
to be
said
this.
definitely bored.
Nonsense. More prints.
You don't know anything more about the person's collection, who this is, do you?
No. Some people are like, let's share a bunch of information. Some people, it's kind of traumatic. This is somebody's.
Do you have any interest in selling 78s or just vinyl in your store?
I mean, I've had some really high-end 78s that I've bought. Some King Oliver, some, look at that. That's a T-Rex promo. Oh, man, are you excited for me?
Mm.
Look at that. Oh, God almighty. Ooh, you see that? With the height. The tourists. Anybody look familiar in there?
Nope.
How about these two people?
Nope.
What's the Eurythmics?
Oh, okay.
Amy Lennox?
Mm-hmm.
Her first, band.
Leland says, what's up?
What's up? Who?
Leland, your
Leland.
bestie.
My bestie. This is the only Vertigo record in this entire collection. Can you believe this?
What was the brand of the plastic box again?
Really useful boxes. The only Vertigo. I've got it at home. But I'll probably. So when I get this record, this original Vertigo sleeve is probably worth as much as the record at this point. So we got to take that just for the inner sleeve.
Mm.
What do we got here? Oh my God, classical. But it's like all the wrong classical. Boots.
I need a chair. My back is killing me.
What do we got here? I'll pull them out. Jack Bruce. Power. Some Prince.
My dining room is definitely not freed up. And looks like all this junk is going to get thrown in there too.
Come on, there's only a couple hundred boxes in the dining room. I might have it accessible by Christmas this year.
Do you inspect every piece before buying a collection?
So this was, when you're dealing with, tens of thousands of dollars, yeah.
Somebody pooped their pants.
Not every. Look at that beautiful Edwin
The
Starr.
boxes are very dusty.
Very dusty. And very minty.
There was jazz in here, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, we pulled
Somebody
out.
kept asking, so I just wanted to make sure.
There's a beautiful blue note box. I need to try to, and it's, hopefully.
There's a Batman soundtrack. I don't know if there was anything else, right?
For what?
Soundtracks.
Not much in the way of soundtracks. Look how clean this Buffalo Springfield is, mono.
Do you clean all of these records?
Oh yeah. Every one of these is going to get ultrasonic before they get put out.
Is that GGLNIC?
No, not in this collection.
What was that round cover you just had?
Huh?
The round
That was
cover.
Small Faces. One of the greatest bands of all time. I gotta have 20 copies of that record.
Look how this work looks fun.
I probably have 20 copies
Angels
of
and
this.
Morgan Freeman. Okay. Yeah, I want to keep the Batman, but Mike said, nope, I have another one.
Well, I'm gonna give you my lesser copy.
Yeah, no, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You're going to forget about it, and
Well,
so
I
am
mean,
I.
I might totally forget about it, but that's not on purpose.
Any Zappa or Beefheart?
Angel, be nice.
Shut up. Stupid.
No, seriously.
Who is the
You
lady?
nice. Sealed. Billy Stewart. Remembered.
Any killer jazz titles?
Yeah. Hopefully I can wow you with some.
You buy movies?
No. Although there's some creative laser discs
At
over
what
here.
point do you stop acquiring collections? I guess when we're broke, right?
Or we're dead. Ooh.
Oh yeah, that one too.
Look at that. Not this.
Angel, remember what is his is yours. Lily wants to know how much for the washer and dryer.
I'll make you a good deal, Leland. It's going on offer up. It's got about 20 loads in.
Can stacking full U-Haul boxes damage the records?
No.
About to move.
No, you're fine. Here, Dolphy online. Well, it looks like we got a little bit of a jazz box here.
You buy CDs?
Not really. Audiophile CDs, SA CDs, Japanese imports, that kind of stuff.
What's the rarest single LP you found in the collection?
So, look at that. I mean, there's no like $1,000 records in here, like multi-$1,000 records, but there's a lot of like rare Depeche Mode and jazz.
Charles is coming when he gets his income tax check.
Fresh cream. Whoop. Some Nazi march music. Let's see what pressing this is. You're not getting too much of my bald head in there, are you?
I don't see your bald head at all, honey.
From the top.
Except now.
Okay. All right, we're going to open all these boxes now. This is nice. A little bit of water damage there. Almost looks like a cloud.
No buck sets in this one.
Not really. This is nice. Look how clean this sly is. Same with this. I might not have a copy that clean.
Do you ever find money in any of the collections?
I found a 20 in a record once.
Found some weed too.
Found a crack pipe. Or like a busted bulb. Remember that? I bought a box of 7-inch singles and there was, that's sealed. And there was like, beautiful hot dog, but the record's perfect. Great track.
Charles Neenard?
What do we got? Country Joe and the Fish. Oh, look at that. Oh, man. Look how perfect. Like, I'm telling you guys, you're not finding very many Alice Coltrane's that look like this. The repress of this that comes in might not be this clean. Look at this. Huntington Ashram Monastery. I mean,
Would like to see a video of how to pack records for a move. Moving 1,200 miles away and I'm stressing hard.
I mean, it depends on who's moving your records. Me, I don't let anybody touch my records. I'll put them in these really useful boxes, actually. This is sideways, which is for like if you have them sleeved up or something. But if you turn these the other way, you'll get a full run in them. But they're extremely heavy. This is the go home pile.
Oh,
I ran out of space in this. Look at this. Ornette Coleman Love Call, sealed.
Oh, my eyes are so itchy.
It's the dust.
I know. Stop. Would you stop it?
What do we got here? Oh, try not to get put in YouTube jail. Some more backtracks. These actually, like I said, guys, look at this. Are You Experienced? Access Bold as Love. They're nice. They're early track pressings of these albums. And they're not a lot of money. What we got here? Oh, look at that.
I read somewhere that bald men are the smartest men.
Yes, honey. Listen to that person. The Best of Coltrane. Don't like comps, so this is, I mean, just look at this. It is not a first pressing, but it is a nice early laminated cover. It is in the shrink, and it is perfect. Same thing with the Coltrane sound. So I got to take them just because they're just perfect. It's a good record. Have it. Best of Coltrane. All right. I think we're going to do maybe one more. Maybe two. I don't know.
How long before you want to move to a bigger house just to accommodate your collection?
We're already talking about it.
Not for your records.
Yeah, I'm going to have a record house. So what are we thinking here? We got the rare Depeche Mode plus jazz or just rare?
Which
Actually,
one should we open?
What's that? That was actually the first box that I checked off. We got to do both of them.
Oh,
Because I think this box is good, but I can't just leave a box that says rare Depeche plus jazz. I don't think it's actually rare Depeche.
Any records from George Benson still for sale?
I actually, I started going through it again. I actually found a brick of like this many of his own albums that I'm actually going to put on eBay pretty soon.
How many records do you think you have in your collection?
I go by the rooms. I haven't even thought about count. Ainsley Dunbar. Keep that. Dramatics. God, look how nice. All this beautiful run of Ainsley Dunbar UK stuff. Ooh, Mick Abrams.
Keep the old house for your records and buy Angel the penthouse suite downtown.
Guys, I sell records. I'm not that loaded.
What is your eBay handle?
Sealed. And there is no penthouse suite downtown. Ball and chain, Arrow Hooley. Ball and chain, excuse me.
No, Mike does not have a hairpiece for special occasions.
Have a what?
A hairpiece for special occasions.
No. Beautiful tea for the Tillerman Pink Island.
You go too high and I can't see.
I'm sorry. What do we got here? I have no idea what this is. I'm gonna have to pull this aside just so I can listen to it.
How do you catalog your personal collections? Discogs? Some fancy software?
My family memory. Look at this. The Pentacle. Oh yeah, we're getting into some good stuff.
Did we find out what the collection cost?
No, we're not saying on this one.
I'm coming out to Phoenix in the fall.
The Angry Them. I actually have that.
Swinging by the shop for a visit. Cool. Can't wait to meet you. I know you shop on Discogs too.
The Staple Singers. Why?
The beard can be eventually turned into a hairpiece. No.
Them again. Don't want any electronic reprocessed stereo. Carla Thompson on Stax. I mean, this is a later pressing of them because it has the original hit Glory on it. But God, it's so hard to find this album clean. Might have to put that in a pile. Lona Bone Jacone. Oh, more Pink Islands. "10 Years After" on Durham. Nice UK copy. Ooh, more 10 Years After. What do we got here, babe? Oh, God. Nice, I mean, hype sticker. Has the poster. UK Pentacle. Flip back. More Simon and Garfunkel. Look at that, Simon and Garfunkel songbook. What are you doing?
There's stuff blowing everywhere.
What are you aiming the camera at?
The records.
Who is this?
Paul Simon.
God, I might need that.
It's already in the pile. Leave it. Mike.
Doing what?
Blowing that crap in my face.
Totally an accident.
I told you.
10 years after. UK copy. Jimmy Reed, Root of the Blues. Look how clean that
People
is.
are probably dizzy with all my moving.
A little dusty, a little fungusy. Clean that up. Jimmy Reed, Big Boss Man. Ooh, yeah. Full run of these Betsy Smiths in here sealed. Always desirable. Heavy heads. There was a sealed copy of this and there was an open copy. I kept the open copy. And we're going to do the last box, which is right here. There's plenty more boxes here, and you can see there's plenty of them here, and yeah, but oh yeah, this is a good box. This was the first box I did. I was excited because I opened this puppy off right off the top, and what did I see? I was like, oh yeah, one of the greatest albums of all time. Times two, huh?
Times two.
Times two. Look at this. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited. We're almost done.
Look at this. Oh God, I took the records out. Beautiful. First pressing. Okay. Trifold cover. With the numbered book that I think I stuffed in between the records. Number 44,742. Look at that. Oh my God, look at that. Are you looking?
No, not really.
Are we getting the gloss, the glare?
Yes.
That's fantastic, huh? And then I thought to myself, well, you know, he probably has, this is probably his clean copy. And then this is probably like, you know, like the beater copy that he replaced, right? Isn't that what you would think? Or maybe this is the non-numbered book, you know, the second pressing. So then I start cracking this out, and it's like, this is the exact same condition, quality, numbered book as the first. 69,000. But it's perfect. I mean, it's no acetate, but we know it's going to play for more than a few times before it starts to disintegrate. Turn to dust. Dust, I tell you, dust! Okay?
Oh, that was a bit much.
That was much?
That was a lot.
All right. Little inside joke there. Are you inside? You're not. You have no idea.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, hold on. So where did I put the other one?
In the middle somewhere.
I got to keep my mint Tommies. God, this is a good box, huh? I don't know where I put that other Tommy, but it's got to go with it. There it is. Okay. Here's a box set, unfortunately. The Motown Story. The Fourth Way. Ooh, look at that. Noon in Tunisia. Some Sabbath stuff. What do we got? Let's figure out where to put these.
Yeah, because you're moving too much, and this is getting very difficult.
You having a difficult time?
Yes, I can't like keep up.
Check that out. Are you excited for that? It's still a, you know, it's not an original, and it's got a little bit of discoloring here. It's still in shrink. It's not a DMM or anything. And it's mint. Still, it's still really nice. Chico Hamilton. Guitar Slim and Jelly Belly. California Blues. What do we got here? God, you know, I can put this in my box. I wonder if I need that. I probably don't need that. I'm just gonna go home and look. Blue Cheer. I'll tell you what, guys, this is not an easy album to find in good condition, let alone in shrink.
I don't care about any of these collections. No.
What'd you say?
Angel, do you really care about any of these collections? And I do
Well,
not.
it depends on how much of it I sell. If I sell a lot of it, you don't mind.
Don't care anyway.
That's the positive mental attitude, honey. Some blind faith. So this is actually good record. It's not the nicest cover. This is a fantastic mono copy. I mean, it is perfect. I know I have a nicer cover. Do I have a nicer record? I'm not sure.
Did we get the new Batman soundtrack?
No, so the new Batman soundtrack, I think it was like Mondo or Waxworks, that was exclusive to online only. They're going to do a second run of it that's on a special indie store, I think, or retailer exclusive color, and we'll get that.
I don't touch Mike's records, so I would never sell them.
That a girl. What do we got here?
Some more dust.
Herbie Hancock. Fat Albert Rotunda. Look at that. And the shrink.
What is the sell/keep ratio, Angel? I don't know.
Well, I mean, let's look. I got 2 of these. I'm keeping this.
In that pile
I'm keeping
over there.
that stack. I'm getting rid of all these, which is about, I want to say this is about half. But in my defense, half of the half is going to come back to the store.
It really doesn't. Hardly ever. They're gonna sit in my living room, my kitchen for like 3 more years, and then eventually he's gonna go through 10 of them, and then we're gonna bring 50 more boxes in, and then he's gonna go through 5 of them, and then we're gonna bring 20 more boxes in, and then we're gonna move to a new house, and then we're gonna fill that one up, and then it's gonna go on and on and on and on.
Vince Guaraldi. Almaville. Look at this. Green label, Warner. 7 Arts logo.
Come on, I'm really into Barry
Beautiful.
Manilow and 101 strings.
There's no 101 strings in here. I'm sorry. Maybe I'll do a dollar box video. Come on,
So then
this
are
is
you a record
fantastic.
store or a library? Or a storage facility?
Look at this. Oh, yeah. Bobby Womack live. I mean, just beautiful. Hype sticker. God, I might have almost a full run of these backtracks in here. Some of them are better than others. Some of them are comps. Some of them are essentially albums.
Can I buy the Blue Magic LP?
That's something that's going to go in the store.
Orders represent.
Yeah. What's up? Oh, God, look at that. Beady, big and bouncy. Beautiful. I mean, it's funny though. I mean, like, look, this is not a rare album. You'll see it all the time, but you're not going to find, Decca originals in the shrink that are like brand new. That just doesn't exist anymore. I mean, stuff like this have gotten gobbled into collections. I just noticed there's a kid on there smoking a cig.
Ooh,
Interesting.
that's not good, honey bunny. Don't do
No,
that.
smoking's bad, okay? Little Who
Okay.
box. I actually have the, I have the much rarer, really rare version of this in black ink,
My hands are cramping, honey.
but I don't have just the standard black ink UK pressing.
Oh, what's more important, your records or your wife?
I love you, honey. Happy Jack, the Who. What? Get out of here. Go away. It's a good record. Come on, look, we're almost done.
Wait, I missed it. What was it?
It's the Who. Happy Jack.
Oh. Okay.
You remember the Who concert? Did you enjoy that? Quadrophenia Live? We got to see the soundtrack. That soundtrack was fantastic too, because they were breaking in a new drummer and they played like a 2.5-hour soundtrack because they couldn't get it right. Pete was just, I mean, I'm a musician and Pete was just going, like there was one little tiny downbeat that was being missed by the drummer. And it was just, I got to hear a 2.5-hour soundtrack because Pete is that anal. It's fantastic. There isn't a soul in that, nobody in that venue would have ever thought anything of it. But it bothered Pete.
What are those backtrack things? I'm not familiar.
So the backtrack was like a budget series by track. Some of them were albums without the album artwork. Some of them were like half of two halves of an album. You know, they'd put half of the Who. Is your arm talking?
My watch was. I don't know
They
what happened.
put something half, like they'll put like half the Who, half Jimi Hendrix. It was essentially a track comp. Some of them were complete albums, Access Bowl to Love, or they did something like Electric Ladyland, and rather than selling it as a double, you could buy 2 singles. I bought a collection. This guy comes in. Oh, look at that. White label promo. I didn't think I was keeping this record. To the pile. So I'll tell a quick story real quick. Do you remember this? Guy comes in. He drove in. And he tells me, I'm one of the founding members of Decca. One of the original, I think, 13. Old guy. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, there's just no way possible. This guy I'm thinking is like maybe 70 years old. He's like, I got some original records. I said, I've got very little stuff. He goes, but I got a few things I want to sell you. I got some Nat King, or what was it? Not Nat King Cole. It was like, I got some Bing Crosby acetates. You know, he had some stuff he wanted to sell, and he had a few records left over. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, Decca's like an 80-year-old company. There's just no way this guy is from one of the original guys. Plus, he drove in. We got to talking, and he was 104 years old. And this guy drove into the store. He showed me his ID because I didn't believe him. So he shows me his ID. Then he busts out his phone. And this guy's pictures were unbelievable. Like him hanging out with Elton, because Decca ended up, MCA bought Decca or vice versa in the 70s. Him hanging out with Elton John, Nat King Cole. I mean, this was just like a plethora of the photographs this guy had were just all on his phone. And he was 104, and he was just as coherent as, you know, like a normal 65-year-old. Drove to the store, 104 years old, he drove in. He was just at 104, moving to not really an assisted living facility, but kind of like an assisted living campus to where there was on-staff people to help with laundry, that kind of stuff. But he was still driving, and he came in 2 or 3 times, and there was a few things he sold me. A couple of them were just some mint white label promos of some Who stuff, but I'll never forget that story. I didn't get much from him. It was like 20 records, a Jesus Christ Superstar box set with the original invitation to the first showing of it. I think it was in Chicago in the United States. But the stories were fascinating. The photographs were even more fascinating. A lot of those photographs, I doubt, are even public. He really should do something to get those out into the open, because they're just some of the coolest candid photos. Stevie Wonder and Bobby Womack. I've got, actually, this is one of those records that you actually find a decent amount of shrink. I think people knew that this wasn't going to hold up well over time, so they kept it in the shrink. But yeah, that's it. Any questions, honey? Should I answer anything before we go?
Everyone keeps talking about a Captain and Tennille.
You're being messed with.
Oh, why? Not me.
Yeah, you specifically, because you're reading the questions.
I think they're like referring it to other people. Okay, let's go.
All right, guys, so that's it. I'm probably not going to show any more of this, but if you're local, this stuff here is going to start making it out into the bins this week. And this stuff here, according to Angel, you'll see maybe in the next 5 years.
We have dollar bins, yes. Well, it's not dollar bins.
It's bargain bins with dollar records in it. It used to be specifically bargain bin records until, you know, stuff like
Where's
Toto
the Neil Young
started
record
becoming
in this
expensive.
collection?
What's up?
So where's the Neil Young?
There was
Where's the Neil Young record in this collection?
Yeah, there was the self-titled with the original Reprise cover without his name on the cover.
Somebody Loves You.
Is it you?
No. I do love you, but...
Did you just say no? Okay. Get out of here. Turn it off.
Okay, bye.
All right, guys. Until next time.
Until next time, I just press the X.
Exit out.
And bye, guys.